Been talking to so many people today about their journey with the show. Early, just jumping on board a few weeks ago, so here you are. Tell us your history with A Tale of Two Cities.
I was in the production in Sarasota. Sure. I joined the company there, and I'm still developing it, still creating this wonderful character of Mr. Jarvis Lorry. And he's such a caregiver, but he does it underneath the veneer of being a take-charge sort of man. He's a banker, a number cruncher. But he, like everyone else in the show, gets to reveal his humanity. And that's the wonderful thing about Dickens. Everyone gets to open up. Everyone gets to open a vein. Yeah. Let me bleed for you. Right, in this case, yes, it's a bloody mess at one point.
Talking about that, how doing it before and now coming in it with these new eyes, and both creative directorially and looking at different actors with different eyes. How have you personally? How do you feel about this journey so far?
To me, it's exciting because I get on my soapbox about theater being a living and constant art. It's never the same from day to day. So when we add the new elements of new actors, a new creative staff, changes in the script and score, you embrace the challenge and you make it flower, and it's just a wonderful experience. And every day I look forward to coming to work with these actors and finding something new, making something new. And the joy of it. I mean, theater under the best of circumstances is difficult because when you've created it, it's ether. Oh, yeah. The consistency and the constancy of what we will create together is the reward, is the joy. We become our own family, and it's a very incestuous family at times.
Theater is, right? I mean, you find your family, you build your family.
I worked with Greg Edelman in 1981 and 2 because his first Broadway show was Evita, and I had already been in the company for 2 years. I've known him for that long. I've known Natalie. Natalie and I did the original company of Christmas Carol at Madison Square Garden together. And so I've known her that long. It just keeps adding on and adding on. Nick Wyman was doing Thénardier on Broadway when I was doing Thénardier on the road. We've known each other for so long. We've worked on projects away from theater together. I moved out of my house last year in Maplewood, New Jersey, and into storage, and 4 of the guys in the Florida company helped me move everything. So it goes so much farther beyond the boundaries of what we do on stage.
You come here, I think. You come to New York. You come wherever you come from. And many people sometimes have no one because they're either leaving either on the best terms or the worst terms. But the energy, the alchemy comes here.
The best of family is the worst of families. And I tell you where mine came from. But here again, and this show in particular, we are about the validity of creating your own family. The family of choice is often so much more binding and so much more joyous and fulfilling than the family of biological connection. I have nothing against my family. I'd just as soon be away from them. Right. But I'm the black sheep of my family. I grew up in a small town in West Virginia, very poor, and I worked my way through an Ivy League education. And the irony to me is that I grew up talking like Mike Jones, and now all of a sudden I've become Mr. Jarvis Lorry. I've had people say, where in Britain are you from? Are you British? No, just pretentious.
Sort of the same. No.
Yeah, yes. No, I have dear friends who live in England. A collective up in the Lake District for some reason. And I always feel so integrated when I'm there. And I just sort of slip into that sort of speech, it's frightfully posh and knobbish and proper.
And it comes to you so easily. I did some work at the New Vic over there, too. And the same thing, and as being an actor over there, it was the biggest thrill, I think, ever. There's a different energy there, too.
Lifelong goal has been to do a show in the West End. I'll play the spear carrier as long as I get to say one line in Brit speak.
And then check resume.
Thank Chesame. Ha! West End. Ha ha!
That's great.
Unfortunately, the only job I've done in the West End was sweeping. It wasn't real pretty.
But you were there. You were there. You were there. That's important. It's important to say you're there.
Buy my programs and have my ice at the interval.
Now, that's the one thing about Broadway. Bring ice cream back. Or bring it to the intervals. Isn't it wonderful to have a little ice cream and a beer?
Just teach people how to behave in public before you do.
Right. Don't eat. Yeah, exactly. Don't put it next to me. A woman put the trash on my knee, I think it was. Oh. But before, because I could talk all day about this kind of stuff with you, and I want to let you get back to rehearsal, but just getting back to the family and the energy of this show, that family is important in the middle of all the big epic. It is the show. How wonderful that you're collaborating with your family, the creative family, but also bringing it to life on the stage.
The wonder, and in this production particularly, you see the fracturing of family, and then the reunification, the resurrection, the redemption of family, and the sacrifice, the ultimate sacrifice that family makes. And it's such a powerful piece. And we love the storytelling of it.
You're telling. From what I saw, the little bit of what I saw there, it's a pretty amazing. It's amazing story being brought to life by a talented bunch of family of actors. So it's great to talk to you. Thanks, Tim. We'll see you. We'll see you over. Yeah.
I look forward to it.